And as we hit on stretch on show, let's turn our attention now to the camp of the Chan Eagles, or the home-based Eagles as they are called, right there in Ikenne, Ogun State. It's all about the final preparations for the African Nations Championship. And Promise Efoge is the media office manager of the Super Eagles. He joins the show right now from the camp of the team as the team is finalizing preparations ahead of the final list for the tournament itself. Promise, good evening. Give us an update about what's happening in the camp of the Super Eagles in terms of the final preparations for the team.
All right, Samson, thank you so much. It's just a few days to kick off as far as the African Nations Championship is concerned. A tournament designed by the Confederation of African Football, CAF, for players who play in their domestic leagues across Africa. Right behind me is a Nigerian home-based Super Eagles. This is a group of players selected by Coach Eric Chelle from a plethora of clubs in the Nigeria Premier Football League. This camp opened almost 3 weeks ago with 29 players. A number of players have been chopped off, and as we speak, we've got 27 left in camp because after a few players were told to leave, 4 more players were brought into camp as Coach Chelle continues to, fine-tune his squad ahead of the African Nations Championship. 27 players are currently in camp. They are just a few minutes away from a warm-up game against one of the brightest teams in the domestic league, talking about Ikorodu City, a team newly promoted from the NNL to the MPFL, but took the MPFL by storm last season. We saw how well they did in the MPFL, amassing so much points to stay in number 4 on the log, narrowly losing a continental spot. They are one of the best teams in the MPFL, and they will be testing the Chan Eagles right here this evening at one of the pitches here in Ikenne. Samson.
Okay, talk to us quickly, because Nigerians are expecting the final list, and that's what everyone is holding their breath for, to know who the final players will be to represent the nation at the African Nations Championship in East Africa. Any injury concerns ahead of that final list, which we should expect probably later today or tomorrow?
Every player in camp is on the pitch right now, 27 of them. Only 11 will start this game. And of course, Eric Chelle will definitely want to see every player feature in 90 minutes in this one. Who will make the final list? None of the player is aware. I'm even very sure that Coach Eric Chelle is not very certain of which player will be in that final list to the African Nations Championship. The team will leave the shores of Nigeria on Thursday, I am told, and from now, Tuesday until Thursday, Coach Eric Chelle has got about 48 hours to make that decision, and the performance of the players in this warm-up game would also be decisive, in terms of selecting those players that will make the final 23 to the tournament. But at the moment, no injury concerns. Every player in camp is on the pitch and will be featuring in this warm-up game.
Okay, finally, what should Nigerians expect from the team? We know they've been camping for over 2 weeks. They've gone through intense physical and tactical drills. But ahead of the African Nations Championship, which we all expect that the Chan Eagles should go out there, dominate, and bring home the trophy, what should Nigerians expect from the team?
A number of key players who were part of the qualifiers are missing here as a result of their decision to go sign for clubs abroad. Nevertheless, Coach Eric Chelle has said that will not deter his team from doing well at the African Nations Championship. He said to all wickets to listen that the Chan tournament would provide him his second trophy. Remember, his first trophy was won at the Unity Cup in London a few weeks ago. He's been saying it jokingly, seriously, that the Chan tournament will be his second trophy. Coach Eric Chelle is one man who is very positive in his thinking, positive in his approach, positive especially in his game plans as well. And with what he's been able to put together in camp, he's very positive that his team can go to Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda and do well. Remember the last time we featured our Chan, the home-based Super Eagles got to the finals, lost to Morocco 4-0. That was so many years ago. But this time the coach has said the players he's been able to put together, he's very confident that they can go to Chan and do Nigeria proud and bring back the trophy. But the players are also positive. I've been able to speak to a couple of them, and they share same mindset with their manager.
Okay, we'll wish the team the very best, not just for tonight's game, but going ahead into the big one, which is the African Nations Championship. Thanks so much for your time on the show, Promise Efuge.